Welcome back. Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer, numbers 2 and 3 in the world, suffered surprise defeats to inspired opponents in an entertaining quarter-finals day at the Cincinnati Open on Friday. American hardcourt specialist Marty Fish beat Nadal for the first time in his career 6-3, 6-4 to book a spot in the semi-finals where he will face Britain's Andy Murray. Then Federer was undone 6-2, 7-6 by Czech Tomas Berdych. Berdych will face world number 1 Novak Djokovic, who survived an early scare against France's Gael Monfils before recovering to win 3-6, 6-4, 6-3 and extending his season record to 56-1.
But all in all, I feel okay. I mean, I feel better now than I have in Montreal, where it wasn't a very good match against Tsonga. So at least I have 3 more matches under my belt, and physically I'm feeling perfect, and that's at least the positive things coming out of this tournament.
Marty played much better than me. I had a few chances, a little bit unlucky for moments, but that's tennis and that's a sport, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you are playing well, sometimes you are playing worse. I am playing a little bit worse now than well, so accept the lose and work hard. The only way to come back to my best level.
Meanwhile, champion Kim Clijsters has pulled out of the US Open due to a stomach muscle injury. The Belgian said in a statement released by the USTA on Friday that 2 weeks of rehab was not enough to heal the injury, and obviously Clijsters is very disappointed given the hard training over the summer. American Tommy Gainey carded a 5-under-65 to grab a 3-shot lead over a chasing pack led by Ernie Els after 2 rounds at the Wyndham Championship on Friday. Gainey, who shared a 1-shot overnight lead with Jeff Queenie, took advantage of ideal early scoring conditions, mixing 6 birdies with his only bogey of the week to reach the midway point at 12 under 128. Els got his day off to a wobbly start with a bogey at the first, but was error-free for the rest of the way, returning a 4-under-66. World champion and championship leader Sebastian Loeb led the Rally of Germany, winning 3 of the first 6 stages. Frenchman Loeb was just 7.4 seconds ahead of Citroën teammate and compatriot Sebastian Ogier, who won 2 stages. Finland's Mikko Hirvonen in a Ford was 1 minute 11 seconds behind Ogier. Loeb has 171 points this season to Hirvonen's 144 and Ogier's 140. The next rally will be in Australia from September 9 till the 11th. FIFA has confirmed that the Syrian football team has been disqualified from the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil and that Tajikistan will be reinstated into the competition. The FIFA Disciplinary Committee on the 17th of August declared the first leg match of the second round to be lost by Syria by forfeit 0-3 due to the Syrian team fielding a player that was ineligible to play. Controversial FIFA President Sepp Blatter led a media conference in Colombia ahead of the FIFA Under-20 Grand Final match, urging the Latin American nation to raise its hands as potential host nation for the 2026 World Cup. While talking up the credentials of the country to join Brazil as the only second South American nation to host the prize tournament, Blatter refused to be drawn into criticism that Brazil's preparation for the world's most popular sporting event were falling behind schedule. Praising Colombia's own efforts throughout the Under-20 World Cup competition, FIFA's president said the country had proved itself and was ready to host FIFA's premier tournament.
Colombia está preparada.
Naturally, we do have some minor issues, as we always do 2 years before the Cup. But we do not have any doubt that preparations for the Brazilian World Cup will be completed on time, especially as it is a footballing nation and will be a great success for the world and especially Brazil.
And finally this evening, Arabic coffee, or locally known as kahwa, is an important part of the UAE's traditions and customs. During Ramadan, this is a regular feature in restaurants, homes and hotels, especially during iftar time. According to the Sheikh Mohammed Centre for Cultural Understanding, the popular drink has more significance than many realise. In the past, people used to grind the coffee using mortar and pestle. Traditionally, the sound made by the pestle against the sides of the mortar was used to call and gather people for town town meetings. In addition to the distinct flavour of kahwa, this beverage is popular due to its numerous benefits, including aiding digestion after a heavy meal, such as iftar.
We have to keep our traditions. Like, many people come here and ask about what is the traditions things in the UAE. They don't know about it. So if we didn't like keep these things, they won't know about it, and they might like disappear in like few years. So we have to keep it because traditions are important.
It's different from the Turkish coffee, of course, but it's necessary with the dates and our sweet stuff. Drinking coffee is very good and refreshing for the mind. After fasting, you feel very low. So this is it.
And with that, let's take a look at the local and international weather forecast for tomorrow. Before we head out, here are the top stories again. The nation remembers the late His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. UAE marks World Humanitarian Day. And flash flooding in Pennsylvania leaves 3 dead. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, we love to hear your comments. You can contact us at news@city7tv.com or by calling us on 04 367 2230. But from the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.